So hey guys, and welcome back to another Access 72 video, and in today's video I'm back doing another interview and I'm here with Alex Round. Alex, how are we?
Oh yeah, I'm all good, thank you. Are you?
Yes, I'm very good. Thank you for coming on the
Good,
channel.
good. No problem. Anytime, mate, anytime.
Great. Okay, so am I right in saying you're 25, you're a middleweight and you're 3-0?
I am, mate, yeah.
Great. Okay, well if you are new around here and you haven't yet subscribed, to please do so, like the video if you do indeed like the video, and let's get straight into it. So the question which I always like to start off with is, why did you start boxing?
I started boxing mainly for confidence, really. I think I was quite quiet at school, and wanted to just build my confidence. My dad had a friend who lived local to me, called Steve Saville. He was an ex-professional as well, and he took me down his gym once, and I kind of liked the buzz that it gave me. It gave me a bit of confidence, like. And I was always into my football, but I was never really that good at it. So when I went down the gym, I kind of enjoyed the feeling of getting fitter and whatnot, and learning how to like look after yourself a little bit, and then it just kind of went on from there, really, just more as a hobby.
Great, yeah. That's a bit of a different story, but I'm sure in a way it's a bit of an inspirational story, because it can mean that you can, even if you are shy and you went to get more confidence, you can gain confidence and you can get good at a sport in the same time.
Yeah, definitely. I felt like it gave me something about myself as well. Like, like when you go to school and stuff, like people have something to talk about, and like you kind of have something that like not many people really do. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you did something a little bit different. It was good.
Great. Okay. Well, do you then remember what happened in your first amateur fight?
Yeah, I boxed a lad called Aaron Fury from Telford, and I beat him unanimously, and that was like, it was crazy, really, because like I was good in the gym, and I felt like I was good anyway, but like I never thought like I'd actually like beat someone like in a ring, just you and him. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because I think when you're quite like not like I don't think I was massively outgoing myself, so like to then get in the ring and like in front of a crowd and beat someone, it was like, I'm actually alright at this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, no, that's great. Yeah. All right. And so, how many amateur fights did you end up racking up?
I had seven, and I won 6 of them.
All right. That's a good record. All right. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Is there any reason why you didn't try and do more?
Oh, do you know what? No, it wasn't 7. It was 11. I had 11 and I won 10. Apologies, mate. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I had boxed like when I was younger, and then I stopped at about 15. I had a few years off, and then I come back at 21. And yeah, just got back into it, and then I had a few more amateur fights. So I think I had 7 as a young like when I was a kid, like with a head guard and whatnot. And then I come back, and then I had another 4 at like 21 with Richie Carter, and then I just turned professional after that.
Is there any reason why you turned professional when you did?
I think I didn't think that I'd ever turn professional, really. So, like, I'd always like dreamt of doing it. Yeah. Like that's always been my goal. Like in the sport, really, it's always been to turn professional. Like anything past that, like I've never really thought past that. So, like when I had the opportunity to come up, and I know a few lads from the gym were turning pro, I felt like if I didn't do it at the time I did it, I'd never do it. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So I just took that gamble with it, really, and just had a go, and. Yeah, we are now.
Yes, and so doing very well so far in the pro game. And so, out of all of your 3 fights you've had, which one would you say you've performed your best in?
My first one, definitely. I felt like that was like I can't even describe how good that night was. Like like the feeling of like in front of like such a big crowd, like your pro debut, and I had a fight with Kieran Thomas, and it was like. He'd give it back and forth. So it was back and forth fight, like, and I was just buzzing with myself after that. Like, I'll never forget it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you, for like certain people might get nervous for their debut, did you kind of use the nerves as a way of adrenaline and like to push yourself?
Yeah, definitely. I'd say to anyone, like, especially like people who are like new into it or younger or amateur or whatever. Yeah. I've always been like, my nerves have always been like terrible. Always. I've always been so nervous. Like, I always think to myself, what am I doing this for? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But like, it's kind of normal to feel like that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just your body just getting ready for what's to come. Definitely. So yeah.
No, it's a good thing to say for the up and coming fighters, and I'm sure maybe in a few years, if you just keep pushing this message, then more
Yeah,
people will see it.
yeah. Never think of it as being a bad thing about being nervous, because nerves make you, in my opinion, always works better when I'm nervous.
Hmm.
It's being in the gym and just sparring. I never really perform as well. Like,
Yeah. No, that's great that you use the nerves to push you on.
cheers, mate. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Well, you've had the only the three fights so far, and would you say the best is still yet to come out of you?
Um, I would like to say so, yeah. But I mean, like the biggest thing for me really is that like I never like what I've achieved so far. I know it's only three fights, but like to me, it means everything. Every fight has meant everything.
Yeah.
So like, I'd like to say like I've achieved in myself. I feel like I've achieved everything I've wanted to. Really, I haven't got my eyes on anything. I'm just taking. But I've always been the same. I just take every fight as it comes, and just enjoy it. Like I'm only here to enjoy it, and that's it really.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'd like to say the best could come if I decided to. You know, if it does, if it doesn't, I'm happy with everything I've done so far, everything I've achieved.
Mm-hmm. No, that's great. All right. And so, when will you be back fighting again?
Well, I was meant to box in July.
Mm-hmm.
Was it July? Yeah, July. And the opponent pulled out last minute. And the fight kind of just fell through.
Yeah.
And then after that, I've had like holiday after holiday. It's been just me and my girlfriend been away a few times, so my training's not been like as good as what it should have been. But I'll just whenever it comes, whenever the fight comes, I'm hoping to probably get one before Christmas. But yeah, like I said, there's no pressure.
No, that's good. And it's sometimes at the start of people's career, they might kind of be like too eager to have loads of fights and rush it. But it's nice to see that you are taking your time and you're happy to take your time, and it might pay off in the long run.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, no mad rush to do anything. Like I'm happy as I am now. So like whatever comes up, if it comes up at the right time, or if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm just chilling really, just training, keeping fit. That's all I can do.
That's great. All right, and so when you do eventually have this next fight, I'm sure you'll be wanting to sell tickets to people. And so, why should people come and watch you? What makes you interesting?
I think what makes me interesting is the fact that like 4 years ago, you know, I stopped training. I had that break, and I come back as an amateur. But I kind of put it all down, and I was just going out. I was just in the pub. I was just like a normal lad going out having fun.
Yeah.
And then like I decided to like get back into it and turn it all around and like make a bit of a name for myself. So like I think that aspect in itself really like I'm relatable to every person who's like not like my age. Like do you know what I mean? I was just normal, having a good time with my mates, and then decided to do this. Like so, yeah. I think that's exciting.
Yeah, definitely. You can. It's like in a way another inspirational thing. In a way, it's like people might see you and just see like where you've come from, just as like a typical kind of in a way bloke from Wolverhampton doing what they enjoy doing, going down to the pub and that, and then still becoming a good level boxer.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I can like maybe think to the next person, like, or the younger person younger than me, like. I know I'm only 25. Someone younger than me might be thinking like, well, I wouldn't mind being like Alex. Do you know what I'm saying? And then they might, because that's what I used to think of people a bit older than me, like people from my area. I know a couple of professional boxers, and I used to think like, oh, I'd like to be like them in a few years. Well, just to say I've done it. Yeah. Do you know what I
mean? No, that's a great thing to show to people. And so you are just at the very start of your career at the moment. And so, how far do you believe you can go in the sport?
I think I could go far. I think I could progress really well. I mean, you know, I'm a lot further. Like I say, I've done more now than I thought I would. So there's no reason in my eyes why I couldn't go the full way. Really, it just depends. Hopefully, the right opportunities come up for me and the right fights come up. You know, just gonna see where life takes me really, and just keep training, keeping fit, keep working hard, and hopefully, everything happens for a reason, doesn't it? So I'll end up in the right place.
Definitely. All right. And so Do you think you could? This is a kind of fun question which I always like to ask. Do you think you could possibly give me a dream opponent of yours? You're in a good kind of division at the moment. Do you think you could maybe give me a dream opponent?
Well, it's a tricky one, really. 'Cause I mean, I haven't really got a dream opponent. The answer really, in my eyes, would be like anyone kind of who's above me, because like obviously I want to progress. Just I don't really know whoever's in the top. It's a tricky one. I actually don't know, to be fair. Just anyone in the top, at the top of the leaderboard. I'd like to shock myself and have that underdog fight, and then fight someone who's the favourite, and then potentially look beating them. Do you know what I mean? That would be my dream, really.
No, that's
to achieve a bit more.
Yeah, that's a great dream. It's like you don't mind kind of taking the tough fights, like you're not going to pick and choose your opponents.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to risk it and have a go against someone who, maybe I'm not the favourite with, but someone who's worth taking that risk. Do you know what I mean?
All right, okay. And so moving away from the boxing now, from what I've heard, you're a little bit of a Wolverhampton fan.
I'm a bit. Not a massive football fan, but I do support Wolves.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on them so far?
Yeah, I've been playing well. It's all good. Look, it's going to be a good season.
Yeah. All right. Okay. It's just interesting. I mean, I'm probably not gonna be too liking me saying this, but I'm a West Brom fan, so I was just kind of interested, you know.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, I'll leave it with this final question, which I always like to ask, and that is, would you like to shout anything out? Yeah,
I'd like to just shout out all my sponsors, who's always sponsored me from the beginning. Shout out, my girlfriend Beth, my family, everyone who supports me, everyone who buys tickets, and Richie Carter at Wolverhampton Boxing Club for making me the fighter.
That's great. Okay.
And yourself for the video. Thank you so much.
Yes,
it's been a pleasure.
Yes, it has been a pleasure, and maybe in a few years when you're fighting for some belts, we can come back and do a return interview.
Yeah, most definitely. I'd love that, mate.
All right, great. Okay, well, if you are new around here and you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you do need like the video, and thanks for watching.